Good evening. I am Kamau Kujichagulia, and this is On the Case with Kamau Kujichagulia. Where each week we bring on a very special person who talks to us about what they're doing, what they want to do, what they've done, so about helping our community, well, helping the nation, really, because if you help our community, you help the nation. So tonight we have a very special guest, a lovely young woman by the name of Ayanna Covington. I guess I should say that she is my niece, but even if she wasn't my niece, she'd still be here on this show because she's doing things and has done things that are important to this community. But before I get to Ayanna, I wanted to talk a little bit about mental health again. Wait a minute. Whoa, first let me bring it. Son, Michael Harmon. Not Alan, Michael. Hey, what's up?
What's up, Dad?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing today?
Well, I'm about to write a letter about mental health, about the lack of access to mental health for Black people. I mean, I was trying to get some counseling. Hi, Dana. How's my Dana? I was trying to get some counseling for myself, and they wanted to give me this white lady, I know she's a nice lady, and we were talking, but I had to break it down to her that, one of the greatest stressor that I have is white supremacy racism. And, I really don't think that she can handle that heat, or once, no. She can handle that heat. I don't think she wants to handle
that heat,
because, white, we tend to make excuses for white folks. We tend to say things like, they don't understand what white supremacy, what racism really is. Bullshit. They the ones perpetrating it. They understand better than we do. Shit. So, and as far as mental health, now I go to Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. When you have cancer, that's an extra amount of stressors that you have in your life, So, I said, well, yeah, I'd like to talk to someone about that. And they just don't seem to care. No. See, that's there I go making excuses for them. They don't care.
They don't care.
Obviously, because they don't have Black people to talk to.
Right.
They just don't have. So, and they're one of the leading cancer institutions in not only in the country but in the world. They just don't have any wherewithal, any resources for Black people when it comes to their mental health.
And they have the resources, they just don't care to provide them.
Exactly. Which is another stressor.
Yes.
That's another stressor to know that they don't want to.
And for us, like, we know we need assistance in mental health, right? And we can't go get it. And then how many of us don't even have insurance?
Well, true.
To be able to turn to somebody to go get access to mental health.
I mean, we have all these different hurdles, and then you get there and they just get out of here.
You don't have health insurance, then you get health insurance, then they don't have any options that you're comfortable with or that can relate to you. So, what's the use? They do a lot of talking about mental health, but they don't provide what's needed for mental health, for proper
So
mental health.
thanks, Dana. Yeah, I am gonna write that letter too. And they have a black president, CEO. So I'm gonna write that letter to him and their board to I mean they know what they're doing, shit, But just to let them know, I know what they're doing too, and it's not appreciated. It's not appreciated
at all.
So, and just think how that multiplies itself over and over and over. Probably the most stressed out people in this world. No, I'm going to say in the world now. I ain't going to say all that. But in this country, anywhere, are Black Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And there are so few Black psychologists, psychiatrists, social workers, whatever. I get it wrong. My niece be upset with me. But sociologists, whatever. So many so few Black people that you can talk with.
Right.
So she says, well, I think I can help you anyway. And then I got to talking to her a little bit. And you can feel the age coming to her voice. You know what I mean? I said, you see, do you understand this? You say, you can't, because you're going to get upset. You're going to get offended. And I'm going to get mad because you acting like you offended about something that you're doing. You know? Come on. So just to stay out of that conversation. And you can't stay out of that conversation. That's the whole thing about it. You can't stay out of that conversation. That conversation is real. Racism, white supremacy is real. It affects us.
On top of everything else that affects us.
Exactly. Who's the lady? Talking about the slave. Oh man. She used to come on Gil Noble's show a lot. Remember Gil Noble?
I remember the name.
What it is, how it is, what it is. I don't know. Out of New York City, he was a wonderful brother. He was a great brother. He was a Black journalist that did Black journalism. You know what I mean? Gil Noble, and she used to come on his show quite often. Anyway, the psychology of remnants of slavery, something. Dr. Yeah, right, like I'm going to So anyway, let me go ahead. You got something to say?
No.
Okay, because I was going to say, let's go on. Let's get Miss Covington on.
Cuzzo.
Hello.
Miss Ayanna Covington, how are you?
Hi, family. Hello, how are you?
We're well. We're well.
I'm well.
Great.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm great, actually. And it's funny that you guys were talking about mental health because this month is National Mental Health Awareness Month. I don't know if you know that. And More Than Cheesy has actually been invited to a grand opening of it's called the Lotus Wells in Philadelphia. And we're doing an event there on the 27th of this month. So that's a whole, it's Black owned and operated, and it's a whole Black mental health wellness center. So
what is that?
It's called the Lotus Well. It's in Elkins Park, Philadelphia.
The Lotus Well.
Yeah, I'll get, I don't have the information on me, but I can get that information. I could definitely share it with you guys.
Okay, that would be good.
Yeah.
So let's back up just a little bit.
Okay.
Let's let people know. Wait a minute. Before I have you tell people who you are and what you do. I'm gonna tell people a little bit about her. Now, I done known this child since she was born.
Right.
I've known her since she was born.
She came to my house one time when she was I guess she must have been about 6 months old. And she plopped up on the bed and she started going, Uncle Dickie, you know what? I want to go down there. I said, what? I said, what? And she ain't shut up all the time. There's a little baby, a little baby.
The prettiest little baby and little girl
I don't know
ever.
about all that. She was cute, but she was the running of the mouth child I have ever known before. I have never known any child to sit up there and talk and I could understand every word she said, and she just went on and on and on and on. And I said, I threw a pillow at her. I said, "You, that ain't right."
That is funny. And you know what? And the first when Mike called me to say, talk about being on the show, I actually told him I was nervous. Like I don't talking. In this kind of platform, it's hard for me, but it goes with the territory. So
I said, "Who you talking to? Who you gonna be talking to?"
I know. And then he said how long we were gonna talk. I said, I don't think I could talk about myself for that long. I don't know, but
Lord,
nobody would believe that I can't talk for that.
We'll see, won't we? So, Miss Covington, would you mind telling our audience who you are and what you do?
Yeah, I sure will. Well, of course, my name is Ayanna Covington. Like I was saying earlier, by day, I am actually a probation officer. I work for the state of New Jersey Judiciary. I've been with them for about 11 years. Prior to that, I actually have a strong background in behavioral mental health, but I left working in behavioral mental health. I was mentoring, counseling, doing therapy and stuff, and I left that and I went into probation, and I've been there for a while now. For the last 10 years, I was doing both on the side. I was still I would be a probation officer by day, a social worker by night, going out mentoring in the community with the kids and girls and at-risk youth in my area. I'm in Cumberland County. I work during the day, but I live in Gloucester County, and I service the Camden County area and Camden City. So that was my life for a long time. And then my son graduated high school in 2020, and I'm the mother of an only child. So it left me with a lot of free time. And during that time, I just, was trying to just discover myself and what other things I could do besides be at baseball practice or picking them up from school and, just the day-to-day routine of being a mom. And then the pandemic hit. And after the pandemic hit, it's I couldn't go back to some of the jobs that I used to work on the side. So I was with my girlfriends one night, and my girlfriend was actually, shout out to Mona Seamoss. She was getting married, and we were looking at graze boards and charcuterie boards. She wanted these, boards, cheese boards for her wedding event. And when we went, we saw the cost, and it was $1,500. They were quoting us, and just different rates that they were costing for the things that we wanted. And we're like, cheese, we do this all the time. You can make your own cheese boards. So it kind of went from just like I said, just us sitting around doing what we normally do, to something that turned into here we are today. You know what I mean? I enjoy a glass of wine. Who doesn't enjoy a glass of wine? And I love wine and cheese. I go to wine tastings. I love wine festivals, and I love to have a good time. So it all kind of was like a puzzle piece. Everything kind of fell together for me. And like I said, I was doing this for just friends and family and people in general, where if they had an event, I would bring stuff. And then it kind of turned into, a business opportunity, because people were like, you know what, I want to pay you for your services. And that's where we're kind of at with it today. It's a small business, and we're just looking forward to just growing. And I'm the owner, operator, running everything, the social media, everything that goes along with having a small business. And I'm learning and I'm excited and just hopefully continue to just, grow.
Okay. Now the name of it is what?
More than cheesy.
More than cheesy.
More than cheesy.
Yeah. And I say more than cheesy because we do just more than cheese. So if you are familiar with what charcuterie is, it's like a French term.
Nope, I'm not familiar with it at all.
Right. And that was another thing. There's not a lot of people that look like us that do this. So here we are.
So what is charcuterie?
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Yeah.
And you said $1,500.
Yeah, for these grace tables for like weddings. I go to these big events. And,
you mean the whole table?
Yeah, like they'll do like the whole table. Even like the smaller boards. If you go on your local, like your website, just Google charcuterie and like look at your local charcuterie places. Even for a small board, these people want 50, 60, hundreds of dollars for cheese.
For cheese. Not these people. You mean you? Right? Hey?
But people, not just me, because there's a big market for it. Actually, there's a big market for it, and just the black wine market itself is growing. Like there's a lot. Like I said, I like wine, and so I follow. This. I'm watching it. Just grow, and people. I'm going to a wine festival in DC at the end of the month. Matter of fact. And it's like a big market for it. So for me, like I said, that's where I started, but it just basically means like fancy pork products, you know what I mean? From the butcher. But the modern terms, because everybody doesn't eat pork, they kind of changed it, so there's charcuterie boards with just vegetables. There's charcuterie boards with just different kinds of cheeses and different accompaniments. There's so much stuff out there with fruits and vegetables and nuts and all different kinds of stuff people ask for. So
I went to a couple wineries back in about 10 years ago. I went to some wineries in Ithaca, and at the winery, we were doing a tour. Along the way, they have a bunch of different charcuterie boards, different fruit boards, different cheese boards, meat boards, like you were saying. So yeah, it's a big business, and you're gonna market you're gonna corner the black charcuterie business.
I right now I only know of one in cheese and it's Asali Charcuterie. I think I want to say. I believe it's Asali. I don't know how to pronounce the first part, but she's out of Ocean County. Okay. Yeah, and that's the only other. I don't know anybody else that's not outside of catering. You know what I mean? But just like solely, like I said, just has like the small black-owned businesses. It's hard. It's far and few in between, and I may not be aware if there are any. Forgive me, but like I said, I know for a fact in this South Jersey area, there's not a lot of black-owned small charcuterie board businesses. So,
okay,
yeah,
okay, man. So, I go to places and I see, like there'd be cheese and crackers. Is that the charcuterie board like thing?
Yeah, it is kind of, and it's really a work of art. I'm learning. Like I get to be creative. And it's really just like me, meat, cheese, and vibes. Everything looks different. That's why a lot.
Oh man, I wish you had some pictures to show folks.
I do.
Well, hold it later for folks to show me shit.
If you go I have an Instagram page, and that's right now how people are contacting me through my Instagram at More Than Cheesy. And I have pictures. I try to keep up with the young people, and I make reels and all the fun stuff. But there's so many different kinds of styles and stuff out there, and I like it because it's intimate. People can kind of come to me, ask me what they want, and I can kind of customize their order according to like the event or what they have going on. Recently, at the end of the March or April, I participated in a a small business expo with through my sorority Delta Sigma Theta, sorority incorporated, and we did it out of Pensacola High School, and like there I got to feature like just individual charcuterie cups where I just made like small cups of charcuterie. I love the kids, so I also incorporated More Than Cheesy Kids, so where I make kids charcuterie. It's just a bunch of different clusters of items. In fact, your grandkids got plenty of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No,
And
I didn't get none.
your grandkids got plenty of them.
Me neither.
But they were like cones, and we made them took homemade candies and store-bought different candies, and we kind of crafted them, and I made them into like the shape of like an ice cream cone, but it was candy, so that the kids don't feel left out. I have kids charcuterie boards too. I've been doing birthday parties with letters and their numbers, and I just did another big party with the letter K. The number 8, 7, whatever the kids. It's, like I said, it's customized, so whatever they're asking for, I try to make it happen.
I saw a bunch of different things when I put that video together.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of the pictures that were on your Instagram and Facebook pages, and
Yeah.
it was looks delicious.
Yeah.
Looks delicious, cuz.
Compliments all the time that some people are like, it looks so pretty, I don't even want to eat it, but it's food. Gotta eat.
Their guests don't have those hang-ups, so do they? They come in and tear it up. Yeah. But I'm surprised. I'm that you can do it for all kinds of occasions.
Yeah.
And you can put it on anything you want. It ain't just cheese.
Right. So I incorporate, like I said, meat, fruits, chocolate covered pretzels, chocolate covered peanuts, pistachios. I mean, depending on like food allergies, we do dried apricots. We do. I could go on and on. I've been doing it all, like just trying to, really, like I said, get the niche of making it look good, making it. The aesthetic is really what's important to me, so that it looks good, because that's what these people like. This generation. As long as it looks good, it's going to be inviting, and people, they'll get it. I've been to so many places where I'm like, well, it looked cool on Instagram, and then I got there and it's like, it's not the best,
Mm-hmm.
But with me, like I said, I'm passionate about it. The product that I bring, I want it to taste good. I want it to look good. I want it to be appeasing and appealing to, my client, the clientele itself. So.
Get something. That's good.
Yeah.
Now you said anywhere from what, $60 up to $1,500.
It depends on the price range. It depends on more based off of what the actual client is asking for. I usually start with a 3x3x3 rule. So
whoa! What a 3 foot?
A 3x3x3 rule. So
a
that
3
just
foot
3x3x3
feet.
No, 3x3x3 just means like I'll do 3 meats, 3 cheeses, 3 accompaniments. Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So you never know. Like I said, I have some people that they might want a Forever Rocher chocolates, or I have some almond butter cookies. I love to shop, especially for food. Some women like clothes and bags. I like food. So it's fun to me to go to like farmers markets and find different cheeses, and just treats that can go on the actual board. Some products I bake myself. I like to cook, so I've been like doing like chocolate covered pretzels and stuff I can do on my own, and I don't really have to. I don't really have to, go outsource for those things, but.
You spell people's names and stuff too also?
Yeah, I can, and I've put like birthday letters, like little. It depends. I can, it's easier to see it than explain it.
Got you.
But yeah, like I said, I consider myself a creative, so I try to get as fancy as they want me to get with what I can do.
Well, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And I like cheeses. I like cheese. When I go out, they have a cheese board. A lot of times, that's the last thing people eat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the first things I head for is that them cheese boards because I love different types of cheese.
Yeah.
And you put olives on them?
Yep, I do cheese, olives, the what are they called? The little corn pickles and the little small ones. Some of those some people like tomatoes. There's all kinds of different just vegetables. Because I didn't even, like I said, some of this stuff I've never eaten a fig. Have you ever eaten a fig?
Oh yes.
Yes.
That's God's fruit.
Right. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm learning so much just about different kinds of fruits and vegetables and different things that are out there just because other people are coming to me and asking me to incorporate this on their board. So
dates.
I like dates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's God's food there. Olives, dates, figs. Oh.
Yeah.
And a good cheese. Lots of good cheese.
With Turkish figs, and that was like new to me. So
I used to think that cheese was American cheese, Swiss cheese.
No.
But there are a lot of different types of cheeses out there. It's very tasty also.
There's so many, and the different kinds of just like jams and spreads and honeys, and there's so many things that can go with it. So I mean, that could be a meal in itself. And I have had clients who it's Friday night and they're just having like a glass of wine and they've ordered just a small box from me that just has like cheese and crackers and some meats and olives or something on it.
We'll be expecting a box. Damn, I'm hungry now. That's kind of stuff that turns me on.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So business is doing well?
Business is doing well. Right now we have a Mother's Day special. I'm doing individual boards. This is a small board and they're $15 a board. And then I have our general, like a 9x9, like a pie size box. And that's for $50. And they're, I have enough orders to hold me through the weekend. So I'm happy.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So they can get in touch with you at More Than Cheesy on Instagram.
Yes, they can. And they can place their orders. One word, cheesy, CHEESY.
More Than Cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. Well, I hope and I pray that, you get rich. Take care of your old uncle.
And your favorite cousin.
Of course, y'all always took care of me.
Take care of your old uncle with some nice, healthy foods. And then your son, you take care of him. And when he becomes a doctor,
how's Amir doing?
He's doing good. Like I said, he's home from school. We're 1 year away of graduating from Rutgers University, New Brunswick.
Rutgers, are you?
Hey, are you?
Temple.
Class of 2024. And I'm excited for him. I'm looking forward to it. And I just can't wait. We got robbed in 2020 because he was class of 2020. So he lost graduation and all the hoopla.
Okay.
But for 2024, we're going to do it big.
I'm not coming.
Okay. What's he graduating with?
He's going to have a Bachelor of Science and Biology, where he's going to be headed, like I said, to go pursue further his education because he eventually wants to be a psychiatrist. So
we were talking about that.
Yeah, it's a need for Black.
Now, when you were doing that, did you find that there were many Black counselors?
No, and that's why they're so long. It's a community that it's just not enough of us, and you hit it on the nose. It's just a need for us. Unfortunately, I had to make sure I could take care of my son, so I had to leave. So I had to exit stage left. But like I said, even though I left, for so long, I still tried to do my part in the community as far as like mentoring and still trying to be around. But for me, I took a different route. But yeah, it's definitely a need. And I have so many just classmates that I like went to college and stuff with, and sorority sisters that still, like I said, the Lotus Well program. I have Dr. Nikki Brown out of Philadelphia. I have so many people that are still involved in mental health. Angela Monty. I have a bunch of resources. So if you ever need them, just, let me know.
I will let you know then.
Yeah.
Because I really, I've been talking with my other niece, Dana. I don't know, for about a year now, about counseling and getting some help. And she keeps pushing me towards it, and I keep saying, I'm going. And then when I go, I don't want no white woman. What am I going to do with a white woman? You know what I mean? So it's been, I guess I could go somewhere else. So, other than just there, but I'm going to write this letter to MSK because, they should address it. They really should.
Absolutely.
I mean, if they're going to consider themselves to be one of the top cancer centers in the world, then you can't just ignore Black people, as far as I'm concerned, anyway.
And they don't know how to speak with Black folk. I went to see a therapist. It must have been 2 years now, year and a half maybe. And it was during COVID. And I walked into the building and they gave me a mask to put on my face. So I'm putting the mask on my face while I'm walking into the therapist's office. And, I'm putting it over my nose and she snaps. You have to keep that on your face. I'm like, well, lady, I'm coming to you for therapy. You know what I mean? And you got the nerve to snap at me about a mask that I was just given 10 seconds ago. I just got up and I looked at her in the face. I said, I don't believe you can do anything for me. And I got up and walked out.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't believe they want to do any work.
And because of the society in which we live, you don't know whether it's just somebody talking or if they're talking because they're racist or whatever. You don't know.
And we have to take that into account.
Right.
They don't have to take that into account. We do.
Well, yes, that's what I'm saying. We don't know,
Exactly.
They don't take shit into account. But anyway, I'm sorry. That's no longer your field. Well, you're in the probation field, though, right?
I am in the probation field.
Do they have counselors for the probationers?
I believe they do. The state offers, those services. I haven't used the state services, but I have used those services before. So,
because I was a probation officer for 4 years in Philadelphia.
Oh wow!
Yes.
How's that?
It was. I loved the job.
Yeah.
I was a juvenile probation officer, so I got to do what I like to do, which was work with kids. I got to help kids. I got to go in court and. The district attorney wanted to put my kids away, so I got to argue with him.
Yeah.
So I liked being a probation officer.
Yeah, you know what? I'm passionate just about people. Like I like to help people. Mm-hmm. And that's at this point it's in my career and just in life in general. I'm just like excited that I have like I said, a lot of free time to just do what makes me authentically happy and just to just be able to have that opportunity is like everything to me because so many people they don't get to do that. And I've been fortunate. I've always got to do what I love to do. I got to work with kids. I got to work with adults. And my whole goal in life and just that's my mantra is just to be a good person. You know what I mean? So I'm excited.
Now you get to work with food.
Right. What a plus, right?
Food and wine.
Michael Colvin, how you doing today?
What's up, Mike? Hey. I don't know nothing about that, but I'm sure they don't. They make differences in just about everything. Just about everything. So.
Now I said this is what I do by day, so I ain't gonna talk bad about these people.
I don't work with him no more, so I'll talk bad about him if you want me to.
You can talk, you talk. I gotta go to work tomorrow, so. New Jersey, the state of New Jersey treats me very well.
They don't treat me so well. I work for the state too.
They treat me very well. That's funny.
Yeah, I won't leave that alone though.
So, well, I tell you what, it's been good. I'm glad I found out about your new passion.
Yeah.
You know, your new business. You're at, wait a minute, who's Forever
Yanni?
Who's that?
That's my handle on my Instagram.
What's the difference between that and at More Than Cheesy?
More Than Cheesy is my business page. That's how to contact me in regards to charcuterie boards and your charcuterie needs. You want to reach out to at More Than Cheesy.
Okay, More Than Cheesy on Instagram. So
yeah.
You know, you got what weddings and funerals and parties and wine tastings,
birthday parties, like all of those kind of events. And
just for a Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, I mean, right. Just if you want a special touch, with as far as your charcuterie needs need to be met, that's I'm your girl.
Like right now, you say in for Mother's Day. People are getting stuff for Mother's Day, just for their homes.
Right. I mean, I had people reach out to me. I've taken Mother's Day boards. I've did Easter boards. You know, all the holidays. I always get people because everybody wants something special for the holidays.
Right.
So,
right.
I have a morethancheesy@gmail.com. That's the Gmail, the email address. But like I said, because I'm so busy and I'm always moving around, if you want to get in contact with me, I encourage everybody just for right now, just to follow me at More Than Cheesy, and that's how you reach me. And just DM me and let me know. And then even if you just DM me, hey, I was wondering about a board, give me a call and I can contact you back that way. Just because, like I said, it's solely me right now, and it's just easier for me to just have that one source. I know that eventually, like I said, I've got to branch out. But for right now, it's just easier for me to just have that one place of contact to reach who needs to reach me.
So if I want to, how far now? You deliver these, right?
I have delivery options available, and I have pickup. I'm in Gloucester County right now, but I've actually have had boards delivered to New York City. Actually, isn't that cool?
Ooh, that is. See?
All the way from Deptford. They I wanted to. It was a birthday party, and they made the order, and I was delivered.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a Temple Harmon, my Temple. She asked, is it too late to order a Mother's Day board?
It is.
Who is she?
It's not too late.
Go to More Than Cheesy on Instagram and DM her.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. She just told you.
You know? Yeah. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Yanni.
Yes.
It's been good. It's been good having you.
I did it. Thank you.
Yeah, you did do it.
Talk about you were scared.
She wouldn't be able to talk that much.
Surprise!
Love you, baby.
I love y'all too. Y'all take
Yanni, love you, mama. More Than Cheesy. One IG. Check her out.
Thank you.
All right, baby. Take care.
All right, cuz.
Well, isn't that something?
Yes, it is.
That little girl. Who was that? Oh, that little boy.
She was the prettiest little girl, man. She was the prettiest little girl.
And talk her ass off. And she ain't stopped talking since. You know? So that's okay. We love her. You know? Well, who we got? You know who we got next week?
You know who we got next week.
Is it the Rev?
Brother Daryl Armstrong from Shiloh Baptist Church.
Shiloh. From the Shiloh.
Yes, sir.
We've been wanting this brother a long time. He's a man, oh man, it's good. It's gonna be good next week. Daryl L. Armstrong, pastor of Shiloh Baptist Church, will be with us next week. Right
Calhoun
here, 8 o'clock. Man, oh man, I can't wait to talk to the brother because
I can't wait to talk to him.
We got a lot to talk about. We got to talk about the city, man. We got to talk about reparations. We got to talk about the state, man.
Shiloh.
Oh, yep. We got to talk about Shiloh, and he's doing so much over there. My Lord,
From what I understand, he's doing a lot.
Oh,
A
so
whole lot.
this brother, and just being at Shiloh has been. Oh, we're gonna talk with him next week, right? Yes, sir, Michael. Yes, sir. Yep. Minister Armstrong will be
next
with
Thursday,
us.
May 18th.
Hey, boo. Who's boo? Me?
On the case with Kamau Kujichagulia.
All right. So good talking with you, son. Good being with you again.
Of course.
All right. And
we'll come over tomorrow after work.
We'll check you out next week.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Love you, Pop.
Love you too, my son. I am Kamau.
I am Michael. I'm the son. That's the Pop. The dad.